Listen, people, I want to say this before we even get the show started. We did a thing. We did a thing, y'all. We did a thing. We did a thing, y'all. Maddie Ma, Mo, can you give the people a round of applause? Can you give us a round of applause? Give us a round of applause on the thing over there. Y'all heard that? Okay, good. I hope you did, because I did. Listen, we did a thing. We wrapped a Universal picture. I'm wrapped, y'all. I'm done. I did a full feature film for Universal Pictures. Bros comes out August 12th, next August 12th, 2022. Yeah, but I'll be doing press. There's gonna be a lot of, it's gonna, like, listen, Universal is putting a lot of money behind the press in this movie. So you're gonna see a lot of the TS and a lot of press. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, woo. So we did a thing. And Mob, we also did a thing. We got on the Breakfast Club. I knew I was going to do it, but I kept very silent about it. You got a picture?
This was the big thing that everybody really took.
Yeah, flash the picture, Mo. Flash it, Mo. Let me see it. Oh, that no, do back. No, this not Snapchat. Flash it. Flash it, Mo.
Oh my goodness,
guys. I knew that I was going to be doing the Breakfast Club, but I never said anything about it. I knew it because the Spirit told me. I knew it. It had not even been confirmed. It had not even been, anything, but I knew it because the Spirit told me. The Spirit said, and if you guys watch me long enough, you guys will always hear me say that the Spirit tells me these things, and I don't be lying when I tell you that. I don't give a fuck how much adversity or how much pushback or how much things, transpire. I told y'all I was going to have a TV show. I told y'all this years and years and years ago, before I even signed any paperwork, before I did any. I told y'all this years ago. I manifested this stuff years and years ago. I told y'all. The Spirit told me this stuff. And so therefore, when I didn't know that this was going to happen, I was in New York filming my movie Bros with Billy Eichner, Judd Apatow. I can't even name the other people that are in the movie yet because the press hasn't came out about those people in the movie. I had the ability to work with some titans, television titans, movie titans, working on this picture. I was in my trailer. It was a lot of things that I can't talk about now until after we've done, unless they've released all the stuff or whatever. And I would most definitely be sharing these things with you guys. 2021. We're in 2021, right, Mo? 2021 has been a very eye-opening year for me because it really, there's an article that just came out today about me that I'm going to share with you guys on my on my Facebook page right after this. And in the article, an author says, I want to read it. It says, Michael Ferry's Cushjar award-winning novel, The Legend of Vanessa Man, is getting the Netflix treatment, and the award winner author tells us that he wants the role to go to T.S. Madison. I've never heard of this man before. I've never met this person before in my life. Never. I've never met this man. I don't know, never. It says, The Legend of Vanessa Man is both a vampire book and a book about transsexuals. The ending of the novel is one of the reasons that it won our book of the year, but the entire book was brilliant. It was not just a vampire book. It is a book about real life that has vampires in it. The symbolize is huge. here is what the wonderful Wizard of Oz said in the review about the novel. Okay, well, you know that. But if there was the author said, here's what took me away, guys. Okay, like this is why I tell y'all never know who be looking at you, who be watching. I'm always my motherfucking self. I ain't never nobody else. I don't ever play another role of a bitch. I am always the TS. I walk in the door of the TS. I leave out the TS. It says, now that the book is getting a Netflix movie or series, we haven't heard which. We asked Michael Ferry who should get the lead role. He says, I really like T.S. Madison. She is outspoken. She is loud. She is also beautiful. I have it in my contract that I do get some say and who would be better. We asked Michael if he wrote the part for Madison, and this was his answer. No, I didn't. I didn't know who she was back in 2018 or 2019 when I was writing this. I also didn't know if it was going to get the Netflix treatment. It is exciting, but to answer your question, no, I do think she would be perfect for the role. Madison was seen in the movie Zola, but she became famous after a few vines went viral back in 2014. Janiska Bravo, who co-wrote Zola, said she watched the vine maybe 20 times in a row. Afterward, she couldn't stop laughing. I became kind of obsessed with her, she said. Madison was only in Zola for a minute, but the impact was huge. Since that role, Madison has been ubiquitous. U-B-I-Q-U-I-T-O-S. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. This is what this man, who I've never heard, he said, Madison has been ubiquitous. She was featured in the New York Times and even interviewed on The Breakfast Club. Her name is trending, but there is no word if she will play Vanessa Mann. Like, not because no one has talked to me yet, but they can. You know, I'll audition. But
you might end up being a vampire.
Oh, I'm already that. Watch your neck, Mo. And that's neck spelled with a D.
Oh my goodness.
So we went up and I went up and looked at, come on, help me say it again, Mo.
Ubiquitous?
Ubiquitous.
Yeah. Oh, ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. And it means to be everywhere at the same time.
Which you are. Really, right now you are everywhere.
And I looked at the course of my entire year was I was found everywhere in 2021.
Oh, someone's asking for the name of the book again?
It's called, I'm going to post the article, so don't worry. Let me send it to Kayla. Kayla will post it for me. What that meant was to be everywhere at the same time. And so my thing was, when I really reflected back over the entirety of the year, and I don't really want to make this thing all the way about me, but this is my show, so I can do that if I like. But I really looked at the entirety of the year, and it showed me, like when I really sat back and looked at it, that I have been on television, newspaper, radio, internet, streaming, all at the same time.
That's true.
So this man did not lie in the article. So there's not a place, and there's a lot of people that say, oh, I never heard of her, I don't know who she is. That doesn't bother and hurt me. You're not important. You're not important enough for that to bother or hurt me. You know, because some people say that in a hurtful way. And then there's some people who literally say, well, I've never heard of her, but I'm intrigued by her, you know? And then there are some people, who is this? I've never heard of her. Why is she here? It doesn't matter if you've heard of me or not. It's the importance of who have heard of me and who has decided that, you know, they understand that my impact on this earth has its importance. And so I would like for you guys to know and understand that if you're out there walking in whatever it is that you're walking in and you have not found your purpose yet, or you have not found your reasoning for what you're walking through the situation, keep walking. I want you to hear me when I say this again. If you're walking in your life right now and you have not found your destiny, you haven't found your purpose, or you still are confused on what is the reason that you're here, keep walking.
Because it doesn't come overnight.
No, it does not. I have been in this shit for about 20 years. There are some people who have got on the TS Madison ride with me. They've come in maybe 5 years ago. Some maybe came when me and Homegirl was together, doing the Queen's Court. Some probably came from Vine. Some came from my adult entertainment films. Some might have come, from different spaces. I don't know where people have stumbled across me and found me, but I've been here. And so I just want people to know that, like, early on in my coming into the entertainment business, I came into the entertainment business for survival. The same way I got involved in survival sex work, I came in that for survival. I didn't come in that because that was something. Now, I did enjoy the dicks that I did receive. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was just talking about a Colombian man who I got in the car with the other day, and I thought he had a shotgun sitting up here up under his shirt, and I said, "Baby, what's that?" And I pulled up his shirt, and it was his whole me. And he and I had a very wonderful time in the back of his box Chevy, but that's another story. Y'all already know I told y'all my story about the Puerto Rican guy that turned me out. So these are things that I have, unapologetically walked, through and told. When I walked into this whole being of me being T.S. Madison on the internet, I came to the internet because I was like, oh, here's a new way for me to make money so that I can survive. My entire existence has been about surviving. However, I did not understand that my entire existence of me trying to survive and going through my trials, tribulations, and struggles, and on my trajectory to, elevating in my career, I didn't even understand that it had nothing to do with me. I'm just now really grasping that my entire life personally has nothing to do with me. It is completely bigger than me. It is definitely by divine order. So you witches, warlocks, devil worshipers, and all the things and stuff like that, because I see you girls making videos about me. All of you girls that be into doing your dark magic and working your dark magic and things and trying to do evil things against me, it won't work, because my orders and my footsteps and my presence on this planet is by divine design. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And so, hey, Joseph. And so, because it has nothing to do with me, I really think that a lot of people should really try to reevaluate the disdain and the dislike that you have, for where my career and where my life is going, because it doesn't have anything to do with me. Nothing. And because there have been times in the middle of the night that I've been like, well, God, what is going on? Like, what I did, or like what happened, or what, and I'm not a perfect individual, and nor do I claim to be perfect. I make all kinds of mistakes, all kinds of them. And I take accountability for them. Some I see later on down the line. I'm like, oh, I probably was wrong, for doing that, or I was wrong for saying that, or whatever, But at the end of the day, you say, who's casting spells? Child, just put my name in the on the YouTube. You'll see them hoes out there. You'll see them. I was like, girl, what is going on? Like, are you really that? Like, what's the problem? I don't even know you. What's the issue? It's not gonna work. I don't care how many chicken eggs you break open, girl, or how many times you wrap a bitch name in a jar, or baby. around chicken foot you put around your neck. That may work for the unanointed, but bitch, I'm anointed. Now, one thing that the book told me that I definitely strongly believe in is that he didn't say that the weapons wouldn't form. He just told me that they wouldn't prosper. I'm going to say that again so that you can understand and take this home with you. I don't care how many weapons form. I was promised that they would not prosper. And I go through my entire life and into my entire being, and I walk into my purpose, knowing that yeah, I'm going to come to obstacles. There are going to be things that I'm not going to like. They're going to be things that might transpire. There might be a scandal. It might be all of these things that go on. But what will not happen is they will not prosper. They will not destroy me. They will not defeat me. They will not take me off of my path. Hi,
Hallelujah.
Come on, somebody, if y'all believe that. Because you got to believe that over your own life. And if you start believing that stuff over your own life, honey, then you can definitely maneuver through your life in a better way. You were told that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You were not promised that they wouldn't form, but you were promised that they will not prosper.
That's when you know you're doing something right. That's when you know you're doing something right. When they start trying to come after you,
you were promised that they will not prosper, darling. Y'all don't make me shout in here. Don't make me terrorize it up in here. Hi, y'all. Well, don't make me. Because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I see, and there's a lot of evil works and a lot of stuff like a lot of negative mouths that have been put. But baby, let me tell you about the positivity of the Maddie Mob. The Maddie Mob don't play by me. Y'all don't play. Y'all don't play. Y'all don't play by me. Y'all know y'all are an anointed group of folks too. And you know what it is. You guys can see through whatever it is. So that's just what's up. Now, I would like to give a special thank you to Eddie, the producer over at the Breakfast Club. I'd like to give a special thank. I'd like to give a special thank to Angela Yee and Charlemagne the God for extending the place to me and for treating me very kind. They were very kind and they were open and they just let me flow. And that's just what it was. Now, the topics we got into, I strongly believed in the things that I was saying on those topics. I didn't bash or rag anybody. I just spoke my truth and I spoke from a place. Now, Mo, yes. Where were you when you, because I didn't tell anybody.
I was doing the job actually.
So you was going to you was moonlighting on me. You was cheating on me.
No, I wasn't cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I was, what's the word? I was preoccupying myself.
That's cheating. Maybe this new contract that I'm about to get, you won't have to cheat so much.
Oh, I won't have the time.
Right.
But I was at my other job and I was in because I follow the Breakfast Club. Like I subscribe to their channel on my YouTube, and I saw your picture on there, and I was like, oh snap, let me go ahead and watch this. And to be honest, I loved every minute of it.
Because you texted me, you said, Maddie, you did a really good job on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. I was not nervous. I was not afraid, nothing. And I told y'all that when I had been speaking this a year ago, 2 years ago, I said, baby, when I get there, I'm going to turn it out. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah. I didn't overdo it. I just came and gave who T.S. Madison is authentically is. And I spoke about the situation. Charlemagne was very nice to me, very receiving to me. You know, I didn't expect anything different because I know like people get it. And so was Angela Yee. I had already worked with Angela Yee earlier this year, but they were very receiving to me, receptive, you know, to who T.S. Madison is. And here's the thing that I really enjoy. I watched the feedback from an entire community, not just an entire community of LGBTQ plus people, but an entire community of people, Black people. And I really wanted to resonate good with Black people because I am Black and queer at the same exact time. And so it was important for me to be a great representation for Black and queer people at the exact same time, but also knowing that I occupied a space that reaches a spectrum broader than I reach, and make sure that I was, still true to me, but I needed to say the things that I felt deeply in my heart that I stand 10 toes down on. I didn't disrespect anyone. I didn't come for anyone. I just laid it out the way that I felt, in my heart on the situation. And so, I just really thank them for allowing me the opportunity to come up there and do that. Thank you. And I thank you, Maddie Mob, for supporting me in that. I thank you guys for supporting me in that. At first I said I was not going to read any of the comments. I did, but I did. I said I was not going to read it because I know, but I went through the comments and I was like, whoa, like it is really, it's a lot of positivity. And there was a lot of thinking. It was a lot of thought provoking things that were in the comments. I was like, whoa, that really shook me. I was like, okay, well, Madison, then you did, you did what was you to do. What must be done?